Good afternoon, Parkland family and friends.
Hi, Parkland.
Beth and Jason with this week's edition of the Bulletin, and we are back in our old studio.
I know, I can't believe it. It's been May?
Oh yeah, a long time, because we did VBS, and then we were at camp, and then we were
Mission trip,
and last week Jason was out of town, so we just sort of let that one slide. Yeah. So it feels weird to be back in here with no decorations, and it's just odd.
It really is. I mean, because it was so amazingly decorated for Vacation Bible School, but now we're back to kind of our normal.
Yeah, we are. So
streamlined
we're
procedure.
glad you joined us today. So Jason, this past Sunday was a great day.
It was. We're back, kind of getting in the swing of things, being back in church, and it's a nice feel.
It was. And Sunday night we had a kind of a midpoint 6-month RD group checkup or check-in. And that went well. I think those are just going phenomenally, and people are already thinking about what they're going to do in January. And so if you weren't really sure you wanted to do that this year, Jason and I want to encourage you to pray about it so that you can join in January.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, because
right?
It's hard to believe that we are halfway through the year with the D groups because they're going so well, we're just enjoying it. And so I'm just glad that we had that time Sunday night to share.
Yes. Okay, first thing is the 25th of August, that's a month out, we're going to have our church picnic. Now we're calling it a cookout because we've kind of changed that name. But if you remember before, we were at Broad Run Park. Jason, have you been here for a picnic?
That was the first big church event that I came to.
Okay, so we're out at Broad Run Park and we've already got that reserved. You'll get more information about that as we get closer. But one thing we did want to let you know is that normally those are on Sunday. We're moving that to Wednesday. So that's Wednesday, August 25th. And you'll get more details as we get closer. We just want you to put that on your calendar.
It'll be a lot of fun, too, because Broad Run, they've done a lot of improvements out there, and the splash pad will be open. So please make plans to be there.
That's right.
And it'll be kind of our end of summer kickoff to fall.
Right, end of summer party. Okay. All right.
Speaking of.
Jason, you take this one.
All right. So the men's retreat, we did not get to go last year because of COVID. So this year we're going to try this again. It's going to be at Barren River Lake State Park. Okay. It was phenomenal the last time that we were down there.
Did you get to go then?
I can't
remember when you came with COVID, Jason. It messes me up.
I was on here like 7 months before COVID. So I did get to do the picnic and the fall retreat. It's August 27th and 28th. It's $100, which includes your room and your food. And the food, if y'all remember, was amazing.
Is it buffet style?
It was a buffet style.
I think I remember Craig telling me about the food.
And so the food's amazing. There is a sign-up sheet as you go out by the elevator foyer. So please sign up in the steps.
There's 2 little steps kind of in there. Now that's a Friday and a Saturday?
It's a Friday and a Saturday. We'll take the church bus if you need the church bus from here to there, or if you just want to meet us down there, or if you want to go down early, because I know some guys last time went down early and played golf during the day.
Right, correct.
So
that'd be fun.
Make plans to come to the men's retreat, and so I'm excited about that.
Yes. All right, let's see what's next. basketball.
Oh my, another huge fall event.
Yes, so I believe you interviewed Brett.
I did.
And so we'll tell you a little about it, then we'll cut to Jason's interview with Brett. The first thing is on August 21st, there's a camp, which kind of lets the kids show their skills. Anybody from 4 years to 6th grade. And what else do we need to know before we go to Brett? Anything?
No, it's a free clinic.
Okay.
And it's not a tryout.
No,
it's just to kind of cover some of the basics of the games, and then they'll put the teams together, and then.
So they're even and kind of things like that. Okay.
And this is the QR code. If you want to pause WPBC right now and scan the QR code, that'll take you to a link to register for Kids Camp. And even if you don't know if you can play or come, go ahead and register so we can know and get some numbers.
Yes.
And so.
All right. Well, now we'll go to you and Brett.
Yes. I'm here with Brett, and we're going to talk a little bit about our fall kids basketball league. So last year, Brett, we didn't get to have a fall basketball league. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. I think there's a clinic coming up end of August.
Yep. Yeah, I'm very excited, Jason. If you believe this is my 19th year being involved with kids basketball at Parkland.
Wow.
19 years. So
you started when you were in the
4 years old. Yep. And so I've been at Parkland all my life, but I've been a part of kids basketball, coaching, playing, running as long as I can remember. So last year was tough on me, not being able to have a league, especially because the year before we had one of our biggest success stories that in my 19 years involved. It was a whole lot of fun, and we're ready to bounce back, rebound into our new season. So starting August 21st, we're going to have our kickoff camp. So what that is we're going to have a 3-hour camp here on a Saturday morning, afternoon. It'll start at 10 a.m., run through 1, and we're going to teach basic skills. This is a great introduction to a base level of what playing organized basketball is. Parkland is a great place to learn how to play basketball. We are not going to be traveling across the nation, putting on clinics for the top AAU talents in the nation, but we are going to teach a couple of very important things. Basic basketball skills. We're going to teach how to be a competitor, and most importantly, we're going to teach that Jesus loves you, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. So August 21st, 10 a.m., we're going to have our kickoff camp, and that will lead us into our kids' basketball season.
Okay, now how does that work? Say I can't come to the clinic, but can I still sign up to play fall basketball?
Absolutely, you can. Now, what the clinic is, it is not a tryout. It is not a tryout to make a team, but what it does help us do is it helps us see where kids are at, and it helps us try and make as fair as possible teams, because something that can ruin a year is if the all-star team happens to be on one, and every week we dread coming up against that team. So our goal is to make a fun, competitive team where kids are really excited to be here every week. So if at all possible, please be at the kickoff clinic. It is a free camp. You're not going to get things like this for free many places. We have some people who've been doing this for a very long time, teaching kids how to start off play basketball. It is not required, though. If you come to us afterwards and you say, hey, I just can't make it that day, it's so-and-so's birthday, we've got something else going on, we are not going to stop you from playing kids basketball. What I will tell you, please go ahead and sign up, because there is a limited number of spots. That is 120 kids get to play. Unfortunately, that's the amount of time we have for practices.
Okay, now how does the practices work?
Perfect. So we have one practice every week. So you're not required, it's not the right word. You're responsible for 1 hour of practice every week and essentially 1 hour of game every week. So when you sign up for kids basketball, you're committing 2 hours a week. So what that will entail is either a Tuesday or a Thursday, you are going to have a practice. That will be dependent on which day your team practice is on. It is not going to change from week to week. It's going to be the same time, same place, probably same side of the gym every single week. But it will be set after the kids' kickoff camp. Now, if you are somebody who knows I work late on Tuesdays or I can't make Thursdays, please tell us before we make teams. That'll help put everybody on the right team, save some confusion for later.
Oh, very good. Now is there a cost for the actual, I know there's not a cost for the clinic, but what about the basketball season?
Yes, so for the season, it is a 6-week-long season. Our previous season, not last year, the previous season, we were very generously gifted a grant by Dick's Sporting Goods to help underprivileged kids play basketball. And I'm happy to announce we've been given that grant again.
That's awesome.
So it's an incredible gift to help us help our community. So if you are interested in playing kids basketball, you are going to pay the price of a t-shirt. So $10 will cover your entire league fees. It's going to cover your trophy for the end of the year and the banquet at the end of the year, as well as your t-shirt.
Wow, $10. Where else can you go play basketball for $10?
Yeah, so in years past, people have asked me, why do we not do Upward? Upward does a great basketball program. They're really good with organizational tactics and making sure that each thing is run very well. But quite honestly, I feel like we at Parkland have a great tradition of running similar things. Upward is going to cost you significantly more. You're going to look for many other kids basketball leagues, whether Upward or not, $50 to $60 at the low end to play kids basketball. Here we have a program to let kids learn if they even like basketball. If your kid doesn't like basketball, it's okay. It's 6 weeks and $10. Mm-hmm. But what they will learn is that Jesus loves them even if they don't love basketball.
Yeah, and I'm not an athlete, so my first year here was the big year for kids basketball. I loved it because you starts off with the small kids. Now, what are the ages that we start from and go to?
Yes, so the youngest age is 4 years old, so a preschool level kid starting at 4 years old, and that will go through 6th grade, and we'll have 3 different age groups. The rules based on what baskets they shoot on get broken up a little bit, so there's 3 different age groups, but 4 years old through 6th grade.
I know I love to watch the little kids because I'm not an athlete in the least amount of knowledge, but I love to watch the little kids play because as they were learning just the fundamentals of the game, all the way from that to watching the 6th graders play, it's kind of a fun thing that we get to do here. And again, it's a safe environment for the kids. You're looking at an hour practice and an hour game. It's a lot of fun to do kids basketball here, and we'll have concession stands. Now, what about coaches? Have you got all your slots filled for coaches?
No, we absolutely can use coaches. And to Jason's point, we start earliest games of the day are our youngest kids, and by the end of the day, we get to our oldest kids. So your games will be similar times every week, but you will really see from the very early morning herding kittens. Most of the time, there is the word yelled more than anything is dribble. Please dribble and go that way. And so you learn to love on these kids, and by the end, kids are competing. Kids really, really get into it. But as far as coaches, we still do need more coaches. More and more. Last year was such a huge success, a lot to the part of my coaches, but we need more coaches because we have so many kids wanting to play. And I have said for years, you don't have to know how to coach basketball at a high level. You just have to know more basketball than a 4-year-old. So if you know more basketball than a 4-year-old, you are qualified to coach with us.
So that is exciting. So our clinic starts August the 21st.
August 21st.
What time?
At 10 a.m. and it will run through 1 p.m.
All right. And then the practices start when?
The practices will start 2 weeks after that. They will have a week completely off. And then that second week, you will be getting a call. Hey, my coach called and said, our practice is this time, and it is at the gym. All practices will be here on property. All games will be on property here.
All right. And the games on the Saturdays, what time do they start?
Yeah, we'll start games at 9 a.m. That will be our youngest group, and then they'll run through the early afternoon, depending on how many teams and whatnot, and how many games are necessitated.
And then we can sign up. It's $10 to play.
$10 to play.
And it covers all of your fees. It's nothing beyond $10.
Correct.
And then at the end of the season, we'll have a nice banquet, kind of a celebratory trophy presentation and that kind of stuff. And sign up. We have a QR code, which will be at the end of our broadcast today, WPBC. But then there's QR codes on our website, and then Facebook, and here at church and the bulletin. So there's plenty of places that you can just scan the QR code. It'll take you to a Google Doc, and we'll get you registered. It's very exciting.
So we do, as far as the financial stuff, when you sign up, you do not need to pay at that point. You'll pay by the first game is what we ask. But if you are worried, hey, I'm not sure I want to pay for this without knowing my kid wants to play, I really do advise you, get them to the kids basketball camp and go ahead and sign up. I say that because there are a limited number of spots, and last year we did have a waiting list. So please go ahead and sign up, make sure you get your name down, and come on out to that camp so we can find out whether you really are into basketball or if it's something we wait till next year.
All right, very good. So as we get back to normal after COVID, we're excited about our kids basketball starting with our clinic on August the 21st. Here at Parkland in our gymnasium. Please register and let us know if you're going to be here. So thanks, Brett. We look forward to a great basketball season, and hopefully through some of this WPBC we'll bring some highlights of maybe do a sports broadcast portion of WPBC.
I cannot wait.
Thanks, Brett, for coming and talking to us about kids basketball.
Thanks, Jason.
So now we'll go back to Beth and I in the studio.
Thank you for that interview. I think that was informative and it will hopefully help our parents get all their questions answered. And
I hope so.
So we'll keep reminding you about that, but we wanted to get that on your plate. Jason and I are going to, how would we call this? We're going to preview several different fall scheduling
Yes.
events. And so we started with basketball because that starts first. And then every week between probably next week and the 1st of September, we'll interview someone about a fall event. So we'll keep you informed a little more than just what's in the bulletin.
Yeah, because I mean, there has been some changes to what we're going to do in the fall, and so we
Yes.
just want to kind of communicate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. So you tune in for those. Okay, what's next? Wednesday evenings returns the 1st, and we'll talk about these in the interviews with whoever's in charge. So just kind of remember the September, and I think it's nice for us that September 1st is on a Wednesday.
Yes.
So we can just know that September 1st, here we go. So
And I'm excited about that because now we're starting to get our pace back.
yes,
And so
yes,
after
and
COVID, you know,
there's
we're
all kinds of exciting things going on. So you make sure you tune in for that. Okay, Sunday evenings. All right, Jason, take us through this a little bit.
all right. We had so many weeks that we weren't doing anything. Now we're going to be in a long stretch that we will have.
Catching up, getting things back to normal. Yes.
So this coming Sunday will be a prayer time as we look to the fall and some of the other things that are going on. And then August the 1st will be another time of
which
prayer.
is our scheduled prayer time.
Yes.
Yes. So Pastor Chris assures us that it's okay to pray 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So we're okay with that.
And then I'm excited about this. The
On
student.
the 8th, we're going to have a student summer report. Now, some of the videos you've already seen
Yeah.
because we posted them, but there's some other things you have not seen. And so you come on the 8th. We'll tell you what we did, where your money went. And so we hope that you will be able to join us on the 8th at 6 o'clock for a little summer update.
And then we've moved our business meeting back a week for some logistical things. And
Sure.
so
It'll be on the 15th.
so
I like these business meetings, probably because I talk so much. But you know, when the business session is over, we get to tell about praises.
Yeah.
And we've never done that before. And it's a little different than the prayer time as well. So if you've never been to a business meeting, you might want to try this one just so you can see what happens at the end.
and you know, the business takes what? 10, 15 minutes
yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
And then we spend the rest of the
Yes.
45
Talk
minutes.
about praise things God has done in our lives, and we've seen God do in other people's lives. And it's just a nice twist, I guess, on a business meeting. So yeah, you might want to try one of those.
It's not your
It's not your grandma's business meeting.
Right.
Okay. All right. And I guess that's it, Jason.
That's everything. I mean, things are going to start picking up here, so please continue to read the bulletin, read the newsletter, check our social media accounts, and continue watching and sharing WPBC.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you Sunday.
Yes.
And what's our new sign off?
We keep put Jesus
Just
first
in your life and
invite a
invite
friend.
a friend to church. Okay. We'll see you.
All right.
See you later, guys.
Bye.